Okay.
Always drink Coca-Cola.
Don't do that. It's killing you.
I know, I drink water. I try not to drink water with gas.
Water with Coca-Cola in it.
No. Coca-Cola is 95% water.
No gas at all.
I thought it's 95% sugar.
No, that's true. 95% sugar, 4% water, 1% weird chemicals.
Yeah, the weird chemicals are the best.
Yeah. That's what makes it taste so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the deal with sparkling water in Europe? Why is everywhere you go, everyone wants to have sparkling water? Do people like...
You're the first one who wanted to have it. We don't drink that shit.
Still water? Who drinks? But why... Okay, why do people typically drink sparkling water in Europe?
And not still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably because we can.
If you go into a person's house in Germany, and they'll say, do you want some water?
Yeah.
And you say, yeah, sure. And they'll
I tell
bring
you
you
why.
sparkling water.
Because the water who comes out of our taps is so good and tasty that you drink it. So if you offer someone still water, it's out of the tap and it's not so special. And it's more special if you offer someone sparkled water because then it comes from the bottle.
I live in Berlin now, and the tap water there is undrinkable.
Easy.
It's terrible.
But maybe I remember that it didn't used to be like this.
Maybe it's my building and my old pipes.
You should come. How is it in Wieringen?
The water here is good. I've been drinking the
good.
water in my hotel. It's perfect. Where do you live?
I live in Zurich, and there you can almost drink out of the river. It's so okay, maybe almost, but
Like in Geneva.
yeah.
Geneva is very nice. The water that comes out of the tap is amazing. Even water in Paris is excellent. Water in New York City is amazing. That's why I'm really sad. I'm a big water drinker. And so being in Berlin now is kind of a bummer. Some people in New York are like, oh, New York tap water is gross, but I think it's totally quality. Most people will say it's good.
So probably
African water.
Well, I lived in Ghana for 1 year, and I drank the water after like 4 or 5 months. It didn't really fuck me up. I mean, I got sick once or twice, and I'm not really sure where the sickness came from, but it was really bad, and it could have been the water. But I drank the tap water after I lived there for a while.
good stomach you have.
I like to think I have like a pretty strong stomach.
That's what I think. Where are you originally from?
I was born in Chicago, and then I lived in New York for a long time.
Yeah. And now you live in Berlin.
Yeah,
How's Berlin?
it's pretty chill. It's pretty
It's
slow.
very chill. There's a lot of
There's stuff going on, but I don't really do it yet.
there's a lot of tea with ginger.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of tea with ginger.
Think about Berlin.
People use ginger a lot, and when I go to the market, I only buy like I only want like a small amount of ginger. So whenever I grab the tiny piece of ginger, they always give it to me for free because it's like 3 cents ginger. But most Germans get like a big thing.
Ginger.
It's good for you.
Yeah, definitely. How was your day here?
So far, so good. It's a very beautiful setting, obviously, and I met a lot of people. I mean, I ran into people that I know from home, which was cool, and just hung out. It was nice. I ran into people from Switzerland that I know who were all like, "Oh yeah, of course we come to this festival."
Yeah. Even if it's
Even if they're from
say-
Bern or Geneva.
we say am Arsch der Welt, which means at the bottom of Earth, like at the. Do you say that? Is there such a saying in English?
End of the earth.
End of the Earth. But it's a beautiful end of the Earth here.
What, is this really very remote?
Yeah, you know, Switzerland is tiny and there are not really remote space. For us, it's really remote actually. We make jokes. We make jokes about this place. We say people smell like the cow shit.
Yeah, you smell it everywhere. When you walk
Yeah,
out. It's
you
a really
smell
nice
it,
smell.
yeah,
And if you're from
true.
Zurich, it's nice
I love
to
it.
have a change.
Yeah. Obviously, we love it because we are all coming to
And
this
you're proud of
festival.
your Swiss heritage. Which
We are
comes
very
from
happy
the rural,
that
from the Alps. And
We are
the
very
rural
happy that they
areas.
don't kick us out here. He's an original. You're from here, eh?
I'm not actually from the countryside. I'm from a city.
You're even
Might as
more
well.
from the countryside.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Freiburg City.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a real town.
The town.
It's a real town, city. I just came from the west coast of the United States. I flew in from Seattle yesterday because I was on tour in America. And driving around to play shows in that area city, so in between, you're in the mountains in the middle of nowhere.
It's beautiful.
Some of it.
Mount Rainier and this.
Amazing.
Have
Mount
you
St.
seen?
Helens, Mount Rainier,
Yeah,
Mount Hood outside of Portland.
I've once made this trip.
Yeah, and then I drove from Portland to the middle of Washington, so I got to see like very, areas where there's no gas station for 50 miles. That's why Americans were really proud of how big our country is. Like how much space there is for some reason. I don't know. It makes me. It's interesting.
I like the space in Canada because there I drove from east to west.
Oh my God, you're so lucky. I've always wanted to do that.
It's beautiful.
How long did that take? Like 5 days?
If you drive straight, it maybe takes 3 or 4, or I don't know, but we took some time.
Yeah, America's way more populated. Canada is like sparse.
But what you just told, that from Seattle to Washington is quite...
Seattle around Washington. No, I know, from Seattle to the center of Washington State, which is where Seattle is. So it's like from Portland to the part of Washington that is in the very middle of the state, 3 hours away from Seattle. I don't know. I've just been living on the East Coast for so long, where every city is like 2 hours away from the other, or 1 hour away, that the West Coast is just like so expansive.
One last question, then I leave the question to this guy. No other question, just do you know how long it takes to drive across Switzerland? Guess.
I've done it on the train 3 times. 5 hours.
Hey, I think it's 2.5. Such a small country.
I didn't realize it was that small.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
The wide. And now, I think you have some questions, hey?
What is this interview for?
It's for the sake of having fun. Does this please you?
Yes.
Or do you like that?
As far as I go, it's...
But he was the one who was like, I want to have this guy, I want to interview him. So
That was me.
yeah, that was him, so I should.
So we'll turn it over to him.
Yes.
Right, so, the thing basically is about this festival and you being here. Well, you've pretty much talked about who you've met, but still, you're to go. Nervous about it?
Am I nervous about playing at BONN KILBI? No, I don't think so. Should I be? I'm playing in a smaller area, so I'm not too worried. That's the kind of thing I like to play in a small space where it's like intense. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be cool. And for 2 hours to play is like a good time. Not too long.
You got 2 hours.
Yeah, not too long, not too short. Maybe it's a little too long. We'll see. We'll see if the people enjoy it.
Maybe you want to explain in general what you're doing and how you're doing it.
That's a good idea. So I do this vlog, Awesome Tapes from Africa, and I post cassettes that I've collected from around the continent. And recently, like last few years, I've been DJing. I'm DJing cassettes to tape decks and mixer and play tapes. Play songs that people can dance to, or songs that people can just listen to.
And I mean, for us Westerners, I'd say it's all Nigeria. Do you see a certain predominance about Nigeria, or?
Well, honestly, like in the Western music industry, the African music that impacts it the most seems to be Malian music from Mali.
Okay.
There's a lot of talented artists who have good record deals with Western record labels who get their albums out and do tours and stuff. So yeah, but Nigeria is probably a close second, and then Senegal.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of music from their artists that are super famous and really interesting. So I play a lot of music from all of those countries in my sets. Afro-pop or Afrobeat from Nigeria, and like Mbala and hip-hop from Senegal, hip-hop from Mali too, and then all sorts of different kinds of Malian music because there's so much. It's really fun.
Do you know Baluchi?
Huh?
Do you know Baluchi?
Baluchi, yeah, I love his music.
I love his music.
He's great.
Yeah, he's really great.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan. He came to play.
I've never played his music in a DJ set, but I listened to it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
He came to play where?
At Moods in Zurich, at another place, and I saw him there. It was in January, and I really hope that he's get some fame. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's
that
he's getting more well known in America.
Because, really?
Yeah, he played at South by Southwest, and
Oh,
I know
great.
his publicist. He has like a very, very good publicist who's
Great.
probably getting him all sorts of press.
He has a lot of energy on stage, and
He's amazing. I saw his first American show in New York at Joe's Pub, and it was fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool.
And with all the social media, etc., your work has changed in the last few years, I suppose.
Yeah, it has, because like when I first started the blog in 2006, I was, you know, just doing it for myself, for like to spread the music out and show people that might have been interested something about music that I know from Africa. But like now with Facebook and Twitter, I'm using that stuff because I started a label and I want to get the word out even more. So yeah, it's changed. I mean, definitely like the traffic of the blog has increased because of those things, because people are always posting about it like, on Facebook and shit. But I think all that stuff's pretty fun. Like I'm kind of obsessed with information and communication, so I like read 5 newspapers at the same time and also be on Twitter and Facebook and blah, blah, blah. It's like it's a little bit too much, but it keeps me busy.
So for tonight, what are you gonna score for us?
I'm gonna play like tonight. I'm gonna play some music from Morocco and some songs from Tanzania. I think of a rhythmic and powerful nature, and then also some stuff from, like I said, like Senegal, Nigeria, Ghana, because I spent a lot of time living in Ghana and I love the music from there. I'm gonna play all sorts of stuff.
Hey, why did you spend time in Ghana? What's a personal link to Ghana?
I studied ethnomusicology at university, and after I graduated, I applied for a Fulbright grant to go there, like to do research on the hip hop scene in Ghana. So I stayed there for 1 year and just did like tons of interviews like this with camera.
Would you say there's a categorical difference between, you know, North of Sahara and South of Sahara?
I mean, sure, you can dice it up any way you want, because even within each country, and some of the countries are the size of Switzerland or smaller, you can find many different music scenes that are very distinct and have their own sort of boundaries all over the place. But yeah, of course, like North African music, Arab music, Maghreb music, Sahelian music, as you go down, like it all is different, but somehow related, perhaps. That's why I'm fascinated. There's just so much variety. Like I really don't know very much about it. Like, I'm still very much like figuring it out, because there's just so much, and it's impossible to be like an expert in this.
Which is good.
I like that. I'm definitely not an expert, and it's really cool that you can go on the internet and learn about a lot of it.
Yay.
Cool, so I'm gonna go set up my stuff.
Yes, we're gonna leave you.
One last question.
Okay.
If there's one, I mean, people wouldn't know about having music, one track to get them set. If you had to choose one track, listen to this and you'll be hooked.
One of the first things that really made me excited about, or like that made me realize how much different stuff there was and how interesting music is, and just such a fucking rocking track, is this song by Alhaji K. Frimpong, and it's called Chen Chen Biadimewu, and it's just like, you know, it's one of those like funky high life things, which isn't exactly representative of all the music that was happening in the 70s, but it's like really fun and opened my eyes to like how much interesting stuff you might find if you look.
It's
Well, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta like set up my shit.
Your relation to Fela would have been interesting.
Fela would have been the next thing, but like everybody knows about Fela, so I didn't
Yeah.
want to mention Fela. But Fela is the other thing for me personally that made me realize that there's a ton of that, like I was like, oh man, dude from Africa is playing like sort of soul music with some jazz influence, and I was hooked immediately. That
Yeah,
definitely,
psychedelic.
that was definitely like